Hello, I'm Rob Thomas, and welcome to another edition of The Road Back, brought to you by Club and Resort Business, Club and Resort Chef, and the Club and Resort Chef Association. Today's episode of The Road Back is sponsored by the Yamaha Golf Car Company, which builds on the more than 60-year legacy of the Yamaha brand to manufacture some of the best engineered, highest quality golf, utility, and specialty vehicles in the industry. With assembly and production of all cars at its Newnan, Georgia facility, Yamaha is known for a number of industry firsts, including electronic fuel injection technology in a golf car to produce some of the best gas mileage and smallest carbon footprint, fully independent four-wheeled suspension for the smoothest ride in the game, and the first gas-powered car that is almost as quiet as its electric counterpart. Please visit yamahagolfcar.com/stay active, stay healthy for best practice guidelines for cleaning and disinfecting Yamaha vehicles to ensure their safe use at your club. For today's fresh insight into how club and resort properties are meeting the challenges posed by the coronavirus pandemic and are finding new and innovative ways to boost business levels and start their return to full operation, we are talking with Garrett Wallace, General Manager of the Troon Country Club in Scottsdale, Arizona. Garrett, thank you for giving us a few minutes today. I understand you've tweaked fitness classes, but not only at the club, also virtually. Can you tell us a little bit about what you've had and the successes you've seen?
Sure. One of the big challenges when we had the stay-at-home order here in Arizona, we had to close our clubhouse. And when we closed the clubhouse, we have a very active fitness membership here. 150 members a day utilizing the fitness, full classes. So we want to make sure we could continue to keep our members engaged, especially our social members. We were fortunate here in Arizona, we could maintain golf. It was deemed essential throughout the pandemic. So our golf members were able to play, but we want to make sure we kept connection to the club. So we pivoted pretty quick and we offered our complete fitness class schedule online via Facebook. We did Facebook Live classes and it really worked out great because so not only members could continue their fitness activities from the comfort of their own homes, but it was able to keep them connected to the club. Plus, we were able to record those classes, so members didn't necessarily have to be up at 8 o'clock to do that class. They could do it throughout the day. And one of the really interesting bits of feedback that we got is we had a lot of our women members who said, I finally got my husband to attend this class. It wasn't the fear factor of being in a class with 19 other women. Husband and wife could do the class in the comfort and safety of their own home. So we had tremendous feedback from that, great participation. And then when we were able to open the fitness facility back up this past Thursday, when our governor released and started easing some of the restrictions, we've reduced our class sizes so we can maintain social distance. We typically can fit about 22 people in our studio. We've reduced that down to 9 so we can maintain 6 feet between each class, each member. But we're also providing an area to where the instructor, we continue to tape those classes. So a member can take that class live from home and we continue to record the class. And we've done it in such a way to where the camera's just on the instructor. So none of the members have to be worried about, their lack of flexibility in class showing up to the rest of the world via Facebook Live. And it's a way where we can continue because we realize that members, some members are eager to get back into the swing of things and some are still taking a little bit more cautious approach. So we want to make sure that we had an opportunity for everybody to still utilize the club and stay healthy during these crazy times.
You're doing some more virtual things as well, right? It's not just you introduced some virtual programming.
Yeah, we had to pivot pretty quick. We've got a pretty active social calendar here at the club, and when you close the clubhouse, how can you keep members engaged that especially aren't going to continue to play golf? So, like every club's done such a great job during this pandemic that was able to, we went to go dining. We rolled out our own version of Blue Apron where our chef came up with 4 meal kits every week that had all the ingredients prepped, step-by-step instructions. You could order ahead, everything packaged up, and you were able to cook it yourself. So we did that, the specials we were offering. But then we started pairing up with some of our partners and some of our vineyards that we work with and offering virtual wine tastings to where we would package 6 wines that the members could purchase. State of Arizona eased some of the liquor laws to where we were able to allow members to purchase wine and spirits and take them off property. So we were putting together tastings where you could get 6 bottles of wine, and then through Zoom or through Facebook Live, have the master sommelier or someone from the vineyard, who was in Napa, and then have a Zoom screen full of 30 members who are in the home, and they would actually walk them through tasting all the different wines. So it was really well received. It was a great way, again, for members to stay connected to the club. Our wine events here are really popular, and it was a way where we were able to keep them going even though they couldn't physically come into the building.
What are some of the comments you're hearing from your members?
I think the biggest comment, it's twofold. We're hearing great comments to where, they're so appreciative of all the steps that our board took and the staff was able to do to keep some normalcy in their life. Whether it was, we started delivering meals. We offered grocery service. When the world was couldn't find toilet paper, we actually started stockpiling toilet paper from our vendors a couple weeks in advance. So members were able to actually buy toilet paper from the club, and we would deliver it or pick that up. And I think it was just a way where they saw we really cared. The comments we've received back is, we went out of our way to make sure that they felt a connection to the club. It's a big part of our culture here and the community that we have. We were really, focused on providing them a safe and healthy environment, doing whatever we could so that they saw value in that membership. We were fortunate. Our membership supported the staff. We didn't have to lay off anyone throughout. So we kept everybody employed. And we pivoted quickly from a clubhouse with a thriving dining operation to, a fast food to go. We had staff that was, instead of waiting on tables, we're answering phones. And so all those little steps in the personal touches to make them feel like we cared about them and to make them feel like it meant something to be a member here. It was great. And then to go through this for over the last 60 odd days. And actually can have membership growth. We actually picked up new members through this process. We didn't have really any unplanned attrition that we, typical attrition we see at the end of each season, but no one left because they weren't able to use the club. And we got comments from people that couldn't get here, some of our Canadian members that had to get it back across the border, that were, excited in their comments were, I wish I was there. What you guys are doing is great. We had a service that would come in every Sunday and fill up members' cars with gas. So they could leave their car in the parking lot. They were able to go play golf. They would fill up their tank. It was touchless. We billed their accounts. So we really looked at what do our members do on a daily basis and how can we do that here, whether it was virtual fitness classes, virtual wine tastings, to-go food, allowing them to play golf, getting them gas, getting them groceries, what aspects of their life, how could we fulfill that as a club? And, we were fortunate that we had great support. They took advantage of so much of it. And, while we've been closed, I think our team's been busier the last 2 months than we would have been if it was a normal March and April, which is a pretty busy time for us.
That's incredible. Sounds like you got the new normal down pat.
You keep hearing these comments that people say, well, there's not a playbook for this. Well, we certainly have a playbook now. The one thing, we communicated a lot. When we made a decision, we were thoughtful about it. When we realized it wasn't working or we could do it better, we weren't afraid to go back out and say, hey, we're going to change it and do it differently. And the members really appreciated that. And we were, always, every message was all about, we really, safety was, first and foremost. We're very fortunate here, with a club with almost 1,000 members, to not have any positive cases yet has been a testament to how they've really taken things seriously. The steps that we've taken as a team to clean, disinfect, keep things, safe and healthy for all of them. So we're ready for the next one. Hopefully we don't have to do it again. And now we're trying to wrap our head around what does the new normal look like? What does November and December look like next year? And that'll be our summer process. We try to figure that out. But we've learned a lot about our operation. We've learned a lot about our business. I think there'll be things that we've done. The meal kits will probably live forever. That's been really well received. And even though members come to the club 3 or 4 nights a week for dinner, they like to cook. They've all got, restaurant style kitchens in their homes here. So that's been fun. So I expect that to continue. I expect our to-go business, while it's still vibrant, I think people now realize if I want something to go, I can get it from the club, and it's a 2-minute drive from my house instead of, driving down the hill or going to DoorDash. So we learn something new every day. It's been exciting. Our team's really, risen to the occasion under some pretty challenging situations to think that golf in Arizona was essential along the lines with, the grocery stores and the pharmacies and doctors. I joke to my wife all the time, hey, it's the first time in 30 years I'm finally essential. But they've stepped up. And I think we'll definitely come out of this a lot stronger and in a better place as a club for sure.
That's terrific, Garrett. Hey, thank you very much, and great ideas. Thank you very much for sharing with our audience. This has been The Road Back, and it's brought to you by Club and Resort Business, Club and Resort Chefs, and the Club and Resort Chef Association. If you have a great idea or success story that you'd like featured on a future episode of The Road Back, please contact us at editor@clubandresortbusiness.com. Thanks again, and tune in next time.